What's up, Dish Hoop Squad? Welcome to the very first episode of Legends Comparison, the series where we settle basketball's fiercest debates every Thursday. Today, we're diving into the Mount Rushmore of sports arguments, Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. This isn't just about who has more rings or points. It's about eras, philosophies, and the DNA of greatness. We'll break down their careers, legacies, and the moments that made them immortal. Whether you're Team MJ or Team LeBron, strap in. This is the deep dive you've been waiting for. Chapter 1. The Foundations. How their journeys began. Michael Jordan's origin story reads like a superhero comic. A kid cut from his high school team who became the face of basketball. At the University of North Carolina, he wasn't even the star. James Worthy and Sam Perkins were the headliners. But in the 1982 NCAA championship, with the game tied at 61, Jordan hit a 17-foot jumper with 17 seconds left to clinch the title. Dean Smith's system taught him teamwork, but Jordan's hunger to dominate was already brewing. When the Bulls drafted him third in 1984, Chicago was a basketball wasteland. By his third season, he was dropping 37.1 points per game, a feat unseen since Wilt Chamberlain. Critics called him a ball hog. Teammates called him relentless. LeBron James, on the other hand, was anointed a future phenom before he could legally vote. At St. Vincent Street Mary High School, his games were televised nationally on ESPN. His 2003 NBA debut, 25 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds against the Sacramento Kings, wasn't just a rookie performance. It was an expectation realized. By 22, he carried a Cavaliers roster featuring Larry Hughes and Drew Gooden to the 2007 Finals, facing a Spurs dynasty with 4 future Hall of Famers. LeBron's 48-point masterpiece in Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit, where he scored 29 of Cleveland's final 30 points, announced his arrival as a generational force. Chapter 2. Scoring. The Art of Domination. Jordan's scoring was a blend of violence and grace. He didn't just beat defenders, he humiliated them. His 1986-87 season saw him average 37.1 points, a number inflated by 37 games of 40-plus points, including a 61-point demolition of the Hawks. His mid-range fadeaway, perfected under Tex Winter's triangle offense, became his signature. Defenders knew it was coming, yet they couldn't stop it. In the 1993 Finals, Jordan averaged 41.0 points against Charles Barkley's Suns, including a 55-point Game 4 that left Phoenix's defense in tatters. Even his off nights were historic. The 1997 flu game, where he dropped 38 points on 48% shooting while battling food poisoning, remains the ultimate testament to his will. LeBron's scoring evolution mirrors the NBA's tactical revolution. Early in his career, he relied on brute force, attacking the rim with a combination of speed and power that left defenders sprawling. His 2007 playoff duel with Detroit, where he scored 48 points in a double overtime thriller, showcased his raw athleticism. Over time, he added layers: a post-up game refined under Hakeem Olajuwon, a three-point shot that climbed to 41.6% in the 2020 Lakers title run, and a playmaking ability that turned him into a pick-and-roll savant. By 2023, he'd shattered Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record, amassing over 41,000 points. LeBron's longevity isn't just about durability, it's about reinvention. Chapter 3. Playmaking. The Lone Wolf versus. The conductor Jordan's playmaking was often overshadowed by his scoring, but his vision was underrated. In Phil Jackson's triangle offense, he mastered the art of drawing double teams and dishing to open shooters. The 1991 Finals against the Lakers highlighted this duality. In Game 5, Jordan notched 30 points and 10 assists, including a behind-the-back pass to Scottie Pippen that sealed the series. Yet, his assists often felt like concessions, a last resort when scoring wasn't an option. His mentality was clear: I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9, because if you go 0 for 9, you stop shooting. LeBron's playmaking, by contrast, is the backbone of his legacy. At 6 feet 9 inches and 250 pounds, he sees the floor like a point guard. His 2018 playoff run, 34.0 points, 9.1 rebounds, 9.0 assists, was a masterclass in balancing scoring and facilitation. In Game 7 of the 2016 Finals, with the score tied at 89, LeBron's chase-down block on Andre Iguodala shifted the momentum, but his pass to Kyrie Irving for the championship-winning 3 was the exclamation point. Unlike Jordan, LeBron's scoring and passing are symbiotic. He doesn't just beat defenses, he dissects them. Chapter 4. Defense. The Hunter and the Swiss Army Knife. Jordan's defensive intensity was ferocious. In 1988, he became the first player to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, averaging 3.2 steals and 1.6 blocks. His lateral quickness and wingspan made him a nightmare for guards. Jordan's defense wasn't just physical, it was psychological. As Larry Bird once said, you expect him to hit every shot, and when he doesn't, it's a shock. LeBron's defensive peak came in Miami, where he guarded positions 1 through 5. The 2013 Heat held opponents to 95.0 points per game, anchored by LeBron's ability to switch onto Derrick Rose or Dwight Howard. His chase-down block on Iguodala in the 2016 Finals is iconic, but his defensive IQ often goes unnoticed. LeBron's defense isn't as consistent as Jordan's, but his versatility is unmatched. Chapter 5. Cultural Impact. Icon versus Innovator. Jordan didn't just play basketball, he became a global brand. Air Jordans, released in 1985, sparked sneaker culture and turned him into a $1.6 billion enterprise. Space Jam, 1996, merged sports and pop culture, grossing $250 million worldwide. When Jordan retired in 1993, the Bulls' value dropped significantly, and the NBA's TV ratings plummeted. His win-at-all-costs mentality defined the 90s, turning the NBA into a global phenomenon. LeBron's impact is quieter, but deeper. He's leveraged his platform for social justice, more than a vote, education, I Promise School, and entertainment, Spring Hill Co. His 2010 Decision Special, while controversial, reshaped player empowerment, paving the way for super teams like the Kevin Durant Warriors. Off the court, LeBron's Hollywood ventures, Survivor's Remorse, Space Jam, A New Legacy, reflect his ambition to transcend sports. On it, his 21-year career, spanning hand-checking defenses and pace and space offenses, proves adaptability is the ultimate skill. Chapter 6. The Intangibles. What stats can't measure. Jordan's killer instinct is the stuff of legend. He invented slights to fuel his rage, like pretending opponents disrespected him. In the 1992 Finals, he told Trailblazers' Cliff Robinson, "You better call your mama. You're about to get embarrassed on national TV." Then he dropped 35 points in the first half. Jordan's leadership was authoritarian. He punched Steve Kerr in practice, berated teammates, and demanded perfection, but it worked. 6 titles in 8 years. LeBron's leadership is collaborative. He's built super teams in Miami and Cleveland, prioritizing chemistry over hierarchy. His 2020 Lakers, a mix of veterans, Dwight Howard, and young stars, Anthony Davis, showcased his ability to unite disparate personalities. While Jordan motivated through fear, LeBron inspires through empowerment. His 2020 speech after Kobe Bryant's death, urging the Lakers to live up to his legacy, galvanized a title run. Chapter 7. The Verdict. Defining greatness. The case for Jordan. If greatness is about peaks, Jordan is untouchable. His 1990s dominance, 6 titles, 5 MVPs, and a .665 playoff win rate is unmatched. He turned basketball into a global religion, and his clutch gene remains the standard. The case for LeBron. If greatness is endurance, LeBron reigns. 4 titles with 3 franchises, 21 All-Star selections, and records in points, assists, and steals. He's thrived in 3 distinct NBA eras, adapting to rule changes, super teams, and evolving playstyles. And that's a wrap on Legends Comparison, Episode 1. The verdict? It's yours to decide. Drop a comment. MJ's icy clutch or LeBron's iron longevity? Next Thursday, we're diving into Kobe Bryant versus Tim Duncan, the clash of Mamba mentality and the big fundamental. Hit subscribe and smash that bell so you don't miss it. Until then, keep hooping, keep debating, and remember, greatness isn't a title, it's a legacy. Peace.
Get ready! Get ready! It's game